Great to be with you this afternoon. I'm Dave Raymond alongside Tom Grieve, and we are set to go for the final game in this series. And what a position the Rangers suddenly find themselves in. Coming into this series, they were scuffling, and they saw an Angels lineup that you have to be very respectful of. And they started off pretty good in the first inning of that game on Friday. But, Tom, the Rangers have had an answer.
The Rangers definitely had an answer, and they did start out well in the first inning, thanks to Mike Trout, who homered on his birthday for the 5th time in 7 games. This was a long one, 444 feet over the Angel bullpen. That gave the Angels a 1-0 lead. But after that, it was all Ranger pitching. The heart of the order for the Angels, Trout, Ohtani, Rendon, went 2 for 22 with only 2 singles and struck out 12 times in those 22 at-bats. They dominated them. One of the reasons was the excellent performance of the Ranger bullpen. After a tough road trip, they turned it around. 7 2/3, no runs, 11 strikeouts. They had the win in both games, and Rafael Montero just back, activated in 2 games, saved them both. Really looks like a guy that has solidified the back end of the Ranger bullpen, and they pitched really well in the first 2 games, and hopefully it'll carry over this afternoon.
Well, and from the Rangers side of it too, Tom, they feel pretty good because they haven't even used their best pitcher yet. Lance Lynn has the start this afternoon for the Rangers. He has been outstanding. And Emily Jones has him in the spotlight when we come back. Rangers Baseball is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. And Baylor Scott & White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
Batting a cool 100. And when you have numbers like that and the red has been working, you guys, the last couple days, you make a little uniform modification. So we're going with the powder blues today, but the guys have decided to go with the red caps, red belts, and Lance is even rocking those red cleats as well. So, you know, if the red's working, you keep with it, right?
There is no doubt.
I'm a fan. I think it looks good.
I actually had wins, 10 losses, 6 games out. They go with Fletcher, LaStella, and Trout up at the top of the order. Ohtani, Rendon, and Brian Goodwin in the middle. Joe Adell in right field. Castro catching. Rengifo at second base bats 9th. They have struggled offensively in this series.
Rangers defensively, Shin-Soo Choo is in left field. Nick Solak in center. Joey Gallo in right field. In the infield, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa has earned the regular spot at third base. Up the middle, it's Elvis and Rugi. Todd Frazier, swinging a hot bat, is at first base, and Jeff Mathis gets the start behind.
It would be a playoff spot at the moment. Here's the lineup. Shin-Soo Choo leading it off and left. IKF at third base, Todd Frazier at first. It's Gallo, Solak, and Rougned Odor in the middle of the order. Andrus at short. Rep Snyder the DH again today, and Jeff Mathis does the catching. Will bat 9th.
Our TXU pitch arsenal for Andrew Heaney. His off-speed pitch that he likes, curveball and a changeup, but 60% of the time, just about, he'll throw a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, very little, mostly 4-seam fastballs. He's got a really good curve. In this game, Brian Goodwin is in left, Mike Trout in center, rookie Joe Adell is in right field. In the infield, it's Anthony Rendon, David Fletcher on the left side, Luis Rengifo at second, Tommy LaStella moves over to first base, Albert Pujols gets the day off, and Jason Castro back behind the plate. Castro was ejected for the first